right, Tony, bring him out. So these are going to be, I have not heard these stories, and I'm going to listen to the story and decide if it's interesting. I will hear Mo, and if not, you will go. And by the way, you're playing for a trip to Orlando, Universal Orlando Resort. Right? You'll be able to ride all the rides and come to see our show, stay at the Loews Royal Pacific Hotel, and it's going to be real fun. So that's whoever wins. All right. Allie.
Yes.
We shall start with you. What is your story about?
I want to tell you about my story the first day I met my wife.
Oh, the first day you met your wife?
First day I met my wife. Met a church dance.
Uh-huh.
So I'm dancing, kind of like, you know, on the show.
Right.
And all of a sudden, you know, she's wearing little low-rise jeans. Little too much was showing, and I'm like, you know what? I got to meet that girl.
Right.
If she's got that much, you know, self-esteem, I got to meet her.
That much
So
self-esteem because she had low pants.
It was showing, and she wasn't pulling it up, and I'm like, whoa, I got to meet her.
Right.
So I walk over there, dancing, I'm talking to her. Another girl came over, and it's her sister. So I start dancing with her, too. Then I go, you know, how old are you? She's like, oh, you know, I'm 23. Oh, how old are you? Oh, you know what? She has a boyfriend. I'm like, Carrie has a boyfriend? Yeah. So
I'm
Kimberly
confused.
goes,
Hold on, I'm confused. I'll come back to you. All right. Jody, what's your story about?
Okay, my story is one of the most embarrassing moments in my life. So I just was starting my career, outside sales job, and the guy that I was taking his position was taking me around to different clients. And we walk in this one office, and before we went in, he said, this lady's really mean. She's intimidating, but it's cool. I'm gonna introduce you, you know. And I had to call on her every week. So we go in, and she was giving an interview, and he's like, "It's okay. I just want to introduce you, you know, real quick." So walks us up to the door, and he's like, "Hey, hi." He introduces me. We say goodbye. I turn. My heel gets caught. I fall. My skirt rips all the way up, and I was like, "Hi."
Wow.
Everything showing. Didn't hand me his jacket, anything. And
Allie would have walked right over to you at that point.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm thinking.
I gotta meet that girl.
And
All right.
wait, I'm not. It's got some more.
Oh,
And
there's
then
more.
There's a little more, and then the next week I had to go back in there in front of this whole office and say, "Hi, I'm your new sales rep that didn't wear underwear under nylons." And
Wait, you didn't have underwear
well,
on
I had
your
nylons. It was back in the 80s. Nylons, people wore them then.
Uh-huh.
So anyway, I walked in and I wore a helmet and knee pads, so I'd be prepared.
That's very funny. Very
Thank
funny.
you. Thank
Interesting
you.
story and funny. Allie, I'll go back to you. So you go over your wife now. At the time, who's 23 and who's saying she's 23?
my wife's 23, Carrie, and then Kimberly, she was about 19.
Okay.
Okay? So I'm talking, Kimberly's like, you know what? Carrie's got a boyfriend. Talk to me. But I was interested in Carrie.
Right.
So I go to Carrie and I go, hey, can I get Kimberly's phone number? Carrie goes, you know what? I don't have her number, but here's my number. I'm like, yes. I called her younger sister, went on a date, just didn't work. 6 weeks later, I'm in college, sitting there and I go, what's up, girly? Texting Carrie. She responded, she's like, you know what? We should go on a date. I'm like, great, let's go on a date. She said, let's go out on Friday. I'm like, you know what? I have a date on Friday. I can't go on Friday. She's like, okay, how about next Friday? I'm like, I have a golf tournament. So now I'm blowing Carrie off. But I go, you know what?
Go long. So now it's down between Jody and Brittany. We've heard Jody's story. It was a good story. Brittany, what's your story? We're running out of time. What is it?
All
Quickly.
right, my story was when I was in middle school. I got up early for school one morning, went in the bathroom, turned on the bath water, went back into my room, ended up falling asleep. 20 minutes later, I woke up to a flooded second floor of my house.
Oh.
I walk out into the hallway and water is falling down the stairs like a waterfall. I'm walking in water. My mom runs downstairs. Water's dripping through the ceiling onto her chandelier and her dining room table. We had thousands of dollars worth of damage, and I've never lived it down.
Oh, that's horrible. Were you punished?
Oh, yeah.
What did they do to you?
Oh, grounded, for
Yeah.
sure. Long time.
Well, I want to punish you right now because that's...
I'm going on it.
Never leave leave the bathwater running. That is a dangerous thing, to ruin your parents' home like that. You cannot be punished enough. She should never live that down. All right, so that means, Jody, you are the winner, and to celebrate, I congratulate you. Come on out! All right. They're all interesting stories. And Allie told me when I went back there, he married his wife 6 weeks later. So that actually is a good story. You're all going to come with us, and you're getting trips. You two are getting trips for 2 to Orlando. You're getting a trip for 4 to Orlando.